The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette, the official shave of the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Nick Eatman.
Hello and welcome to Cowboys Storyline. I am Nick Eatman, and it's time to talk some Cowboys football with you. Gives you a chance to call in and give your opinion on this football team. Cowboys 1-1, heading to Chicago this weekend, and there's no way, right? There's no way it could be a crazier, wilder experience than what we saw last Sunday at AT&T Stadium. Cowboys defeat the Giants in all of overtime, 40-37. I've never seen a tie. I've talked about it several times. I almost did. But it's okay. Cowboys get the win because they have Brandon Aubrey, and I don't know if there's a distance he can't kick it from. 64 yards, like nothing. 46-yarder was seriously like a putt for him, in the end of overtime. Cowboys get the win. Now we move on. We talk about the Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. I say we move on. A lot of people called in yesterday and didn't get through. So let's if you call in, talk about the Giants and talk about the Eagles game, I guess, or whatever else. We'll talk about it. But obviously, we're looking forward at the Chicago Bears this week. All right, let's start off. Our first caller is from KC Joe. He's in Kansas City. What's up, Joe?
Good morning, Nick. How are you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Good, sir. I thought our offense looked pretty decent. I'm a little concerned about our defense with Diggs. Every time they threw up a touchdown, it was Diggs that was getting beat. I don't know if it's because it was zone and not man-to-man or what, but I was a little concerned about that. What do you think?
Yeah, it's very concerning for sure. Thank you for the call. We're going to go in quickly today. It was like 2-minute offense for us. So thank you for the call. You don't want to see your star cornerback, and he's a star cornerback. You don't want to see him getting beat for touchdowns like that. I don't think the zone is his best friend. I think he's more of a man cover guy. I think he would also, it's better to have all of your corners there. And I would love to see a time where you have Bland and Diggs and Elam and even Revel. Jerry Jones said on the 105.3 The Fan on Tuesday morning, he said that Revel should be able to play in Week 5 after the NFI 4 games runs out for non-football injury. That's the list he's currently on. It's very similar to Pup. His injury happened before he was here. So four games, and that's what Jerry said on the Fan, that he thinks that he'll be ready to go. And then also Deron Bland has a chance to play this week against the Bears. So I think all of that will help all of the corners. And I remember 1995, Larry Brown, pretty good cornerback. Deion Sanders comes in, and Larry gets 9 interceptions that season, including 3 in the playoffs and, of course, the Super Bowl. So having the other guy on the other side certainly helps you as well. Lester in Lakeville, Minnesota is next. Lester.
Good morning, Nick.
Morning.
You answered one of my questions I was going to ask about Revel.
Okay.
So he's coming back in Week 5, maybe, perhaps. That's good.
Yeah.
I looked up his attributes. He's really good. He should be a good one. But mainly what I called in for is I didn't get a chance to get in yesterday, but I'm so happy to see that we signed Clowney. And I wanted to make a comment on the running game. I know we got to be quick today. I really see a lot of like I was saying before, that my offensive line looks real good with the combination blocks and et cetera and so forth. And I really see the commitment to running the ball, because we had a 2nd and 27 or something in the third or fourth quarter, and they handed the ball off, and we got about 18 yards. Like I always say, I'm an old school guy. Running the ball is a commitment, and I believe our line and everything is doing really well. And I believe the foundation of this offense, particular offense, should be running the ball, play action pass, throw it to the receivers. And that's all I got. I know we got to be quick. Go Cowboys.
Thank you, Lester. You're right. You can't the Cowboys love to have play action passes. You can't do it if you don't run it. Obviously, you guys know that. No one's going to care about your fake, run if you're not getting anything out of it. And I do think the offensive line has done a nice job with the running backs, but I also think the running backs are doing a nice job, and particularly Javonte Williams. This guy, there's been a lot of runs that should have been 1 yard, 2 yards, 4 yards. He's making them, a couple extra yards here. Heck, 20 extra yards for a touchdown the other day, or 25. I mean, that wasn't supposed to be a 30-yard run, and that's on him for driving the legs, keeping it going. So, yes, the offensive line's done a nice job, and I think the whole threat of the receivers are helping, but those running backs are running the ball well. And I thought Miles Sanders' touchdown run was a very good run, too. Just the way he kind of weeded, like a snake, the way he kind of was weaving in that hole like that. And if you haven't gone back and seen that play, and you wonder why you're going to pay Tyler Smith $80 million guaranteed, watch that touchdown. Watch both touchdown runs between Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders. Go watch those two runs and just watch Tyler Smith. He does the same play, pulling from the left guard to the right side. And watch what he does to seal off both those touchdown runs. That's why you've got a guy here for a long, long time. All right, let's go to Mike. He's in Birmingham, England. Mike.
Hi, Nick. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Yeah, just two quick things. I'll be in and out. So first of all, I was looking at the schedule for the next few weeks today, and I was really trying to manage my own expectations about it, because actually, Green Bay game aside, which is looking really tricky, those are some really winnable games that we've got coming up, and it's exciting, and it's an opportunity. But like I said, I'm really trying not to get carried away about being 9-2 in a few weeks' time. But opportunities there for the guys. The other thing is Clowney. Good that we've got him on board. Always with these kind of situations, there's a key question, which is why was he available? And so I'm just wondering what you know about that, and why Carolina didn't want him, and what do you think our expectations should be of Jadeveon Clowney? With that, leave you to it. Have a great show, and speak to you soon.
All right, thank you. That's every free agent, right? Every free agent. Why are they available? Why did they not go back to the team they were on? And that's the same with him. This is his 7th team, so it's just like that couple that keep, that they get back together, they break up, get back together. There's a reason why they keep breaking up, and there's a reason why they keep getting back together. It's the same with Clowney. There's a reason why people keep signing him. He's doing something. But a lot of it is him, too. I mean, these are one-year deals, and maybe it doesn't work out from where he wants to be. And so, I don't think the Cowboys are trying to have him here for a long time. I don't know if he's got that many years left. So it's a very valid question, and I think it's a two-way street. I think that at his point in his career, just by listening to his answer yesterday, you could kind of tell his point in his career. He's going to do things his way. He's going to do things that work well for him, and that should be any player. But I also think that he's here to teach. He said he's coaching his kids. Now he's got a 9-year-old son. He's coaching, and he said he can be a coach on the field too. So I think this is a good situation. We'll see how much he's got left in the tank. I think it's pretty good though. All right, let's go to Sergeant Sue in Fort Worth.
At ease, everybody. Nick, I know you're doing good. You're looking okay. Hey, I had a quick question, man. With Turpin, you're welcome. With Turpin, his availability being in question, possibly him being out, could you see this as a week that maybe they bring Blue up and activate him, finally give him some carries and then have him help out in the kick return game since Turpin might be out? Because Tolbert, he just ain't it for the kick return, in my opinion, brother. I'll listen off the air. Thank you, man.
All right, thanks for the call. Yeah, I think that I think Blue would be a good option there, especially for kickoff returns. Punt returns, it might have to be Tolbert. Again, I don't know what kind of experience Jaden Blue does. It's just different. It's a different catch. When you're there to catch the punt, and you got two guys coming down and right there, on the punt return at the 5-yard line or whatever. As far as the numbers goes, if Turpin doesn't play, you don't really have another receiver. You could move another receiver up into that role. But, maybe it's a Jalen Cropper type for off the practice squad because he could kind of do similar things as Turpin, similar. So that's what they'd have to figure out is what does the receiver room look like? And are you bringing Blue up just to have another running back? Do you need another wide receiver to go out there as well? All right, let's go to break here real quick on Cowboys Storyline. Be right back after this.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Altec Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, bringing you decades of audio excellence to elevate your Dallas Cowboys tailgate ritual. Equip your next pregame with the Sound Rover 180 with 6 hours of playtime, built-in microphone, multicolor light modes, and a rugged exterior that's built to last. Visit alteclansing.com/Cowboys15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's alteclansing.com/Cowboys15 for 15% off. Altec Lansing, official audio partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette, the official shave of the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome back to Cowboys Storyline. I'm Nick Eatman, and we are in the middle of this talking Cowboys and Giants, Cowboys and Bears. Even though it's been a few days removed from the game, it's still hard to not talk about that. We'll be talking about that one for a long, long time. 40-37 overtime against the Giants. If you guys want to chat about that one, go ahead. If you got a scouting report on the Bears or Cowboys versus Bears, go for that as well. Let's go to Rick. He's in St. Charles, Missouri. Rick, what's up?
Not much, Nick. Just the defensive issues I see right now is there just seems to be too much churn and too much going on. And I'm not saying it's a coaching problem or anything like that. I think it's because of, getting caught up on the depth in the defensive backfield. And then without getting into that too much, your best pass rusher is now gone, even though that did help the run defense. So hopefully Clowney, I'm not expecting miracles, but hopefully he'll help tighten that up a little bit and that kind of thing. And with going into the season, I don't know who would have thought that or expected fairly that they were going to cover better than they were because they were going to be kind of shorthanded in the defensive backfield. So hopefully that'll improve when you is going to be surviving for these next few weeks and see where it goes. Then I had one other little comment that I haven't heard too much about. I wonder what your thoughts were on the Eagles guards appearing to jump the snap during the multiple tush pushes versus Kansas City. With that, I'll let you go.
All right, thanks. Wait, the Eagles offensive lineman jump before the snap? No way. Been doing it for years. Lane Johnson has done it for years. They're at that right tackle position. They do it all the time. But yeah, that's definitely something that needs to be addressed. And again, maybe that'll help, push this thing along to getting a ban. You've heard my thoughts on it. I don't believe it should be a legal play. It's not because it's the Eagles. It's not because of anything other than the fact that it goes against other rules that they have. You can't jump on I said it 1,000 times, so forgive me, but you cannot jump on someone's back to block a field goal. That's called leveraging. You can't use another player to make yourself taller or higher or anything. So why can you use other players to push you forward and score? The defense can't do it. The defense can't push you back. It's called forward progress. So I don't understand why the offense can do it. It makes no sense to me. Hopefully at some point they'll change it. All right, let's go to Irene, Falls Church, Virginia.
Hey, good morning. Welcome, Jadeveon Clowney. Let's see. So I like that the team sees a pass rush need. I know he's not Micah, but let's see what he can do, can help.
Right.
I like that he was refreshingly honest about what he likes in Dallas. He wants to be on primetime 7 times so that his next contract, whether it's here or somewhere else, he can put on a show. So hopefully that's his motivation, and he puts on a show for whoever wants to pay him next, right? That's what we hope. And I love the endorsement of Kenny Clark being a factor of why he wanted to come here. So, he sees the value of that interior pressure.
Yeah.
And then my one question for you, I'll take it off air, is I know a lot of people, including myself, have been wondering where Marist is. So I was wondering if you had any thoughts or insights onto, what he hasn't earned reps for, because I understand, Jaden Blue might not be picking up blitz protection. I get that. Don't understand with Marist. He seemed instinctive last year and in preseason. So, yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. I wish I had a better answer for the Marist Leafowl. I really don't. I think it's a combination of a lot of linebackers that they like. I think that they feel like Sanborn and Kenneth Murray are a little bit more 3-down linebackers, that they could play on all the downs, and Leafowl maybe not. He's a little undersized, and maybe there might be a fear there of kind of wearing him out, the entire game. I don't know. He's pretty tough, though. I mean, he's a big-time hitter, so I'm with you. I like seeing him out there a little more. Somebody's going to not be out there when Overshown comes back, so we know that, and I think everyone will be excited about that. As far as Clowney goes, I know we've had a couple of questions in a row about him. For me, I love the fact that he was pretty honest in his interview Monday, and he just kind of talked about why Dallas was a good fit, and he did mention that how he wants to be the Cowboys are the Cowboys, and he sees that and recognizes that, and it's okay that if that means he's going to try to go all out on the primetime games, cool. Those are big games. So go right ahead. Wouldn't be the first defensive end that we've had here, pass rusher that wanted to go, cared about his own contract coming up here and all that. It wouldn't be the first. And trust me when I tell you, I'm not just talking about number 11 or number 1 or whatever he is now. All right, Josh in Chicago is next.
Man, the implier strikes again right there with that contract talk.
It's all of them, though. I mean, there's a guy in Seattle that kind of cares about his contract, too. They all do. There's nothing wrong with that. Go for it. Dak, let's be honest. Dak, what was the hang-up? Remember that first time with Dak with the contract? The hang-up was the years. 4 or 5 years. That means Dak was already thinking of the next contract, and he was right. So it's smart. It's what they do. And I'm not taking shots at anybody for it. All right.
No, it's their business, so I agree with you. I got a quick comment to make, and then I got a question for you.
And I have a question for you.
Okay. Comment is I don't really believe in moral victories, but looking at the Eagles week, I kind of think about this in terms of like taking a test in school. So after the Eagles, I'd say that was like a solid B, but after the Giants, it was a C. And we're kind of still figuring out this team, and I kind of want to see what's going to happen right over the next 17 weeks. But what scares me about this team right now, what concerns me is, are they playing to their competition? Because that's kind of what I think we saw this past week with the Giants. And maybe the Eagles played to their competition because of the way they even played against Kansas City. It's still really early to tell, but we'll figure it out, and hopefully we can figure it out on the defense sooner than later. My question for you is, when are we going to get Woody back in? We haven't heard from Woody in a while.
I don't like him anymore.
Oh, get out of here.
Okay.
I know that's not true.
Yeah, I don't have a good answer for you. You know what though? I'm gonna clip that part off. Maybe I'll cut out the part about what I just said, and I'll say, look, the fans they want you back. So I just gotta call him. Gotta text him. He's busy, but why not? Let's get him in here. And now, are you going to the game?
No, so I'm in the military. I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
I wish I was going. I'd love to go if I was at home.
So then in 2 weeks, I'm going to ask you, 3 weeks, are you going to the game? Play Carolina?
So I'll be traveling to California for a case I have.
So then in 3 weeks, no, I'm just kidding. That's it.
Yeah, I almost bought tickets for North Carolina, and then I had to my buddy bought them, and then I had to say, hey, man, can't go. I got a case out in California. All right. So, yeah.
All right, Josh. Thanks. Have a good one. the grades part of it, I totally, and I would say this if he was on the air, I disagree completely with that. I think he called it a B against the Eagles and a C against the Giants. No. You're going off your expectations there. It's the other way around. It's a B for the win. It's a C for the loss. You're thinking of who's taking the test. Just because it's the valedictorian that hasn't ever had a B in their life and they ended up getting a B, you're like, oh my God, a B? Oh my God, you beat the Giants by 3 at home. It's still a win. It's still a B. And just because over here, this guy has never taken and never come in, doesn't even have a pencil. He just comes in and all of a sudden he's like, do we have a test today? Like, he hadn't been in class all year and then he gets a C. You'd be shocked. But guess what? It's still a C. And the valedictorian still got a B. Like that's why I never understand this grading on the curve type thing, because at the end of the day, it's still that. All you're doing is you're throwing in your stereotypes and your expectations, which was proven to be wrong. All right, let's go to one more break here on Cowboys Storyline. I'll be right back after this.
All right, Cowboys fans, this one's for you. Gillette's Best Shave has a new look this season, and they've got one that sticked out in Cowboys colors just for us. We're going to want to run, not walk to this one, y'all. The new Gillette Labs official Dallas Cowboys licensed razor isn't just Gillette's best shave. With 50% longer lasting blades than Fusion, it's the best a Cowboys fan can get. Get it while you can at Gillette.com/NFL. Gillette's Best Shave is also available as heated.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
Back to Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette, the official shave of the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys United, presented by Globe Life, is exclusively in the Dallas Cowboys app. Join the official fan club today to receive access to Cowboy Drops, where you can win game tickets, autographed items, exclusive experiences, and more. Download the app now to join. All right, back here on Cowboys Storyline. Had to get the TV portion of it out of the way. Now we can go here for about another 20 minutes or so. It's been a good show so far. You guys have done a nice job of getting in and out. Appreciate that. Let's go to Travis. He's in San Antonio. Travis, what's up, man?
What's going on, Nick? Just want to bring the positive news and tell you that I'm 100% positive we're going to beat the Bears. And let you know, I want to shout out Randy because I saw yesterday on Twitter, even better than the game, beating the Giants, that Randy is cancer-free, ringing the bell. So you got to love that. So I just want to give him a shout-out and tell him great job, keep on fighting. And like I said, with that positivity, there's no way we don't beat the Bears. So let's go Cowboys.
You can't get better than that. Thanks, Travis. Thanks for the call, and you're right about that. I did see a text message from that. We're in a text group, and he texted that. And had a T-shirt that said, I'm kicking cancer's ass, I think is what it said. So I love it. Can't wait to hear from him again. He apologized for not calling. Decent excuse, I guess. And even the people, and even if you have called, I mean, I know there's people that try to call 100 times yesterday. I mean, it's hard. It's probably because of rants like this where I keep rambling that you can't get in. All right, let's go to Chris, Saratoga Springs, New York.
Hey, Nick, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Just a quick question for you. It's going to be quick. Why aren't we kicking the tires with Stephon Gilmore with the struggles we're having with the secondary? I mean, he played real good for us.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're asking why aren't they? Is that what you're asking?
Correct. Why aren't they looking to bring him in with the struggles we're having in the secondary? Obviously, with Bland being down and being out for who knows how long. But I think the kid. I think he's a pro. He's good for the locker room. He can come right in and be a veteran presence in that cornerback position. I just don't know why they're not looking to him, to be honest.
Well, I think it's because, number one, if I'm being real honest, they don't think he can run anymore. They don't think he can run. That's, but they got cornerbacks right now that can't stay with the Giants receivers either. So, I don't know. But I think the biggest reason is when Jerry Jones was asked about the secondary, he said, we've got help on the way. And the help in Deron Bland that could play this week, which is good, be really good. And also Savon Revel, who probably got a couple of weeks to go. But, sounds like he's ready to go. He could be ready by week 5. So that's what I think, and when we talk about progress stoppers, that's where Gilmore could be one. But, I'm with you. I definitely thought it was something that was going to happen. I don't know if I need to see Reddy Stewart or Traquez Bridges and those guys, but they are kicking the tires and they are looking at it. They just don't like the way the tire feels right now.
Right.
I just don't think they like what they see. And the other 31 teams don't either, based off of what his price tag has to be. Because he's one of those guys that I think the price tag's pretty high based off of where he is in his career and if he's going to come back. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm sure he's getting calls. He's like, sure, I'll come back only for this. Same with, and so it's got to match. It's got to be the need with what they're getting and how much it's going to cost. All right?
All right, thanks for taking my call, Nick.
All right, thank you. All right, next caller. What we got here? We got Pex in Africa?
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, Nick.
How you doing?
Man, it's good to talk to you again. I used to be Larry from Kansas.
Okay.
Talked about injuries before. I'm sure you remember me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I moved over here to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania with the wife now. So now I've gone to my nickname, Peck in Tanzania. So
okay.
Good to talk to you again.
Here we go. Yeah, new name, new everything. I would guess.
New everything.
I would guess that Kansas and Africa look different. Maybe?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. A little less than a mile from the beach. I can see the beach from my office window in here.
No one said that in Kansas.
Right.
Cool. What's the coverage like there in Africa?
It's not bad. No, I get it. I get everything good. We're on DAZN, International Game Pass. Obviously the real trouble is we're 8 hours ahead of everybody. So got to watch Sunday's game actually on the same day. Whereas
okay.
Normally the later games I'm catching first thing in the morning. The good news is you don't have to worry about the media pounding you with everything that already happened because they don't really do American football over here. Of course, it's all soccer.
Okay. All right. So from afar, what do you real quick? What do you see from this team, and what do you like or don't like?
Well, let's start off with I like the trade.
Okay.
I don't like what they got. But it's kind of what happens when you finally figure out down the road that you're not going to be able to make a deal. And I see that deal a lot different than everybody else. I'm sorry. I've been in sales and negotiating my entire life. I'm 60 years old. I've never done it at the level of David Melugeta. Certainly not Jerry, of course. But you don't get to double dip. Okay? And what I mean by that real simple is, does anybody believe for a second that Micah Parsons left Saudi Arabia, flew all the way home, slept overnight, went, met Jerry, talked with Jerry, and they hashed out a deal. Whether Micah thought it was what the final did, I see this as a negotiating plan. And I don't want to get deep into it and all that. That's just the way I see it. And then they really thought that they could kind of get Jerry to move the goalposts, and then a little bit later, they could get him to move again, because pretty much since the Zeke deal, all these agents that are representing the Stars have had that feeling like whatever we do, it doesn't matter. Jerry's going to sign him. He's going to sign his big stars. He's not going to let them go.
Yeah.
So, and that's the frustration Jerry had. At the end of the deal, he's like, no, not doing it. And you don't get to double dip. You never get to make a deal and then come back and go, well, that isn't the deal. Now we're going to redo the deal. I've never, ever heard it in my entire life. So that's just the way I see that.
That's
but
the
I
way.
like the trade.
That's the way it was. I mean, that's the way it was. You.
Well, nobody else is saying that.
Well, you were
Nobody
100% right about it. That's 100% right from what I've heard about it too. And there's a little other factors in there later on too that they realized that Micah Parsons didn't want to be here. It doesn't matter what he says. It doesn't matter what he says he didn't want to be here at the end of the day. So, anyways, and he's not here. And let's move on. Let's move on.
Absolutely,
real quick.
Absolutely.
Do you have any other
love
point?
the fact that they go after and fix the run defense. That's what's been holding us back for as long as I can remember. I mean, you can go back to the Rams playoff game many years ago. Got to fix that, and I like it. And down the road, it'll be good. But the team now, it's looking good. They've got a little work to do. Got a lot of new systems. I'm obviously concerned with the type of talent that we have, and the secondary and the way Eberflus likes to play. They don't match up well, and how they fix that and figure that out. That's going to kind of be the key to this whole deal, in my opinion. We got a lot of man guys, and he didn't like to play man.
Yeah.
But I do want to cover the game. I can't remember. I'm sorry, I cannot remember a 5 different times that different teams had the ball in the overtime, unless it was a 10-13 game. I mean, you're talking about teams that had 37 points on the board, and all of a sudden the defenses step up. And it was just incredible to go to double zeros on the clock twice, and change the game the way that it's never been looked at before. Hey, we get to the midfield, we got a field goal. It's just wow. The wife has just went bonkers crazy. She didn't know if she can take another game.
All right, Pex, have a good one. Thank you for the call, and call back. Have fun out there in Africa. Sounds like a new world over there, opposite of Kansas. That's how you do it. You just pick it up and move and leave. Change it upside down. Love it. Rick in Massachusetts is next.
Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I think the Dallas should win on Thursday or Sunday with Chicago. And a quick point is someone that was your first caller talking about Diggs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of those things wasn't Diggs' fault. He was part of working in the zone, and it was more of Damian Wilson trying to cover and let him get by, and then Diggs had to try to catch up. He thought he had the inside help.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of that. I'm not putting all of that on Diggs. Obviously, the miscommunication and the too much time. I mean, so it's everybody. It's the safeties and the corners. It's the safety and the corner, combined. It's the two of them not getting on the same page. It's the pass rush. It's the coaching. I mean, it's all of it. I mean, it's early in the year, but those are the things. And you can say, well, man, that's why you got to play preseason games so you can kind of see that kind of stuff. True, like that there's something to be said for that. But how many deep shots are you going to see? How many exotic routes are teams going to really throw at you like that? I don't know if it's even worth it, because I don't think you're not going to be pressed like that with those type of receivers in a preseason game like that. So yeah, it's good to work on that kind of stuff. I just don't know if you're going to see the same kind of stuff that's not vanilla. So it is what it is. It's good that they got their lumps and still got the win out of it as well. All right, let's go to Robbie in Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Hey, Nick, I don't usually drive a truck, but I'll give this one up for Carolina.
Nice.
Usually I have my guys riding the truck, but I had 2 guys sick today.
Are you
I'm just sitting in it. I'm not actually driving, no. I'm just sitting in it right now waiting for them to load it.
Okay, you're just sitting in the car. All right.
Well, they're going to load the truck first. Hey, man, so I told you yesterday I was all happy and enjoying it. Today, I'm a little stressed about that Chicago game because, man, we gave a lot of dang yards, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be said about that. And I yeah, I've heard all the people talk about Caleb Williams not being able to read a defense like Russell Wilson or Russ can, but damn, what are we gonna do? What are your thoughts? I'll take it off the air and let you tell me how we stop putting up 500 yards against us.
All right.
Have a good day, my friend.
All right, you too. Well, I can't tell you that it's not going to happen. I mean, I think the Bears are probably not at the same. I mean, they're not at the same level as the Giants. I mean, because Caleb Williams isn't the deep ball thrower. He's not as accurate as Russell Wilson. I mean, he's just not. So that's part of it. Now they can sling the ball around and he can run it. And he's doing that more this year. That is something that we're seeing more from Caleb Williams this year. He didn't have a rushing touchdown at all last year, and he got one in the first game of the season. He's averaging 20 yards, 25 yards a game last year. He's like 2 games so far is like 45. So you're seeing a little bit of a difference, and that's something that's hurting the Cowboys already. It hurts, obviously, and then Russell Wilson a couple times too. So I think stopping the run, and especially when Williams is kind of on the move, that's going to be a big deal there. I'm not saying you get a spy on him. I don't think they would do that anyways, but you got to get after that offensive line. That offensive line seems like it's improved, it's better, and the Giants' offensive line was beat up and never been that great, and they still didn't get enough pressure. So that's what it's going to come down to. Again, you got to get the pressure, and see what kind of game it's going to be. I think it's going to be back and forth. I don't think the Bears. I mean, if Nahshon Wright's one of the starting cornerbacks over there for the Bears, then the Cowboys have got to have a big day. I think weather's going to be fine now. Kicking game could be a little different. They don't call it the Windy City for nothing, so it's probably not going to be the easiest place to kick. But I still think it'll be another wild one. I think it'll be high scoring, a lot of points and a lot of yards in the game. All right, let's go to Sebastian in Savannah.
Good morning, Mr. Eatman. How do you do?
Good. How are you?
Hey, let's get right to it. I'm going to just go in the words of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Lions and Titans and Bears, oh my. Here is my analysis after watching both their first 2 games. It's like staring in a mirror. We play very similar styles of ball right now. We have very similar issues. Their defensive line and their offensive line are struggling. Our defensive line and our offensive line is a little bit better than theirs. It's going to come down to kind of a backyard brawl, and they got the kind of quarterback that gets out. So this week, we're going to need Coach Eberflus to have that come to Jesus moment and really take a hard look in the mirror, because you can't run zone 100% of the time in this league. The league is catching up to it. We're in pace to be Mike Nolan type of defense right now, and I never want to see that again. What we need to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my Knickerbockers on, okay, because I'm ready for rain. I'm going with Rain Dakota Prescott, 38-34 in a backyard brawl. Now hang up and listen. You have a great day.
That's kind of the game that I just kind of detailed. I think it's going to be like that. I think it was going to be back and forth. I don't know who's going to be able to stop each other. That they might have some emotions going up against Eberflus. He might have some emotions going back to Chicago, going back there. We'll see what he's got for them. Don't forget, Ben Johnson kind of knows his scheme and knows, from going up against each other with the Lions and the Bears. And then, yes, they know each other in practice, Caleb Williams and vice versa and all that. So, again, I don't ever know how much that you put stock into all that. All the personnel is different. But I know that they've got some receivers. They've got weapons. They've got playmakers over there with the Bears. And 0-2 at home is pretty desperate. I mean, you get to 0-3, and I think it changes what your season's probably going to be, and everyone knows that. So the desperation level in this game is going to be as high as it's ever been for Chicago, and the Cowboys have to match that. They have to match that because they know what's coming up next. Everybody knows it. He's right around the corner. He's coming back to town next week, and we know what kind of challenge it's going to be. So this is a huge, huge game for the Cowboys. They need this one just as much as the Bears need it. So I think you're going to see that kind of back and forth emotion come out. All right, Michael in Utah.
Yo, how you doing, brother?
How are you? First time caller?
Yes, sir. First time.
All right. What do you got for me?
I just had a couple questions. For one, do you think our defense had a bad passing day because Deron Bland was out? And do you think when he comes back, he'll be able to fix some things? Or do you think that's like a tell sign to what the season is going to hold? Because the week before, we shut down A.J. Brown, we shut down Devontae Smith, and really the only long pass was to their third receiver, Naylor, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Slayton. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think if Deron Bland doesn't do anything, if it's not a factor, then you shouldn't be paying him over $20 million a year. So, yeah, he is a factor, and I think we saw it in that game. We saw what a big difference it was with him not out there. I definitely think he helps. He just makes all the corners better. I said it a few callers ago. I think the combination of the three of them are probably really good.
Okay. Also, with Clowney coming in, do you think he's going to make an impact right away, or do you think he's just there to kind of like mentor the young guys and can have somewhat of an impact, or do you think he'll kind of make our line that much better?
I'll just go off what the expectation is. I mean, the expectation is for him to make an impact right away, because I think this team has 30 coaches. So if we needed another mentor for the young guys, I don't think he needs to be making $3.5 million a year. So I think he needs to come right in and play and probably start. There's not anybody there that I could see that as long as he's ready to play, I can't see him not starting. He should be. He's played more games than anyone. He's played at a higher level than anyone. Go out there and make it happen.
Houston should get more playing time.
Yeah, I mean he's only had a tackle for a loss and a sack in each of his two games. I'm not sure who he takes off the field, or this is not for Houston though. I don't believe this is going to be moved where he gets off the field. He's making more plays than anyone else. So, and
he had on a limited snap count compared to everyone else that's out there.
I mean, I understand you have second-round picks, both this year and from a few years ago, that you're hoping, as Araku and Sam Williams, you're hoping those guys turn the corner and play well, but so far they really haven't. And let's throw Nealon in there, another second-round pick, and I thought he played pretty well the first game. But, again, Houston, I mean, he's doing too much. You can't take him off the field. So, I don't know. I don't know where it's going to happen. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me maybe if it's not Azaraku's week. I don't know that, though. But, obviously, I think Clowney's going to have to play right away. All right. Thanks for the call, Michael. Appreciate that. Let's go to one more caller real quick. David in Asheville, North Carolina.
Yes. Hey, Nick, how you doing? First-time caller. Love your show.
There we go. Maybe not. There we go. What's up, Dave?
Hey, first-time caller. Love your show, Nick.
All right. Appreciate you calling in. What you got for me?
I'm just curious, because we get guys that are missing reads and things like that with today's all-technology world. Is there anything like VR that, I mean, this would be great for Milton, wouldn't it, if he could put on a VR goggles and pick up reads?
VR goggles. What am I missing? Say that again.
I'm saying with these with the technology, could they put on? I mean, we got players missing reads, missing assignments.
Okay.
Could they use VR or something technology to pick up and develop their ability to pick up those reads?
Sure. I mean, you're probably five years away from that, but I mean, as far as taking it to the NFL part of it, but yes. I mean, I will be an idiot if I sat here and said, "Oh no, you're not going to do that." I mean, that's just the world that we're going. I don't obviously not there right now, and everything's got to be at a competitive advantage and making sure that it works for everybody. But I'm not against any of that stuff because that's the world that we're in, and if it could help the game on both sides of the ball at the same time, the NFL will do it. So we've already seen that. So.
All right. Thanks, Nick.
Right.
Have a great day.
Thanks for the call. You too. All right. Let's go to break one more time here on Cowboys Storyline. Be right back after this.
All right, Cowboys fans, this one's for you. Gillette's Best Shave has a new look this season, and they've got one that sticked out in Cowboys colors just for us. We're going to want to run, not walk to this one, y'all. The new Gillette Labs official Dallas Cowboys licensed razor isn't just Gillette's best shave. With 50% longer lasting blades than Fusion, it's the best a Cowboys fan can get. Get it while you can at Gillette.com/NFL. Gillette's Best Shave is also available as heated.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
Back to Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette, the official shave of the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, welcome back here on Cowboys Storyline. I have time just for a few more minutes. I mean, we take phone calls here. We also take text messages here. The text line is working. We had one from Dan from Philly. He was asking about Stephon Gilmore and why not bring him back, kick the tires on him, at least put him on the practice squad. You know, it can't be any worse than what they've got. You're right about that. He's eligible for the practice squad, but just because you're on the practice squad doesn't mean he's cheaper. I mean, he's not getting off the couch for a certain price. I think that's the sticking point with him. That's the reason why they haven't gone that route. I don't think that they love his ability on how fast he is, but for the money he's probably asking for, it just doesn't line up like it did with Clowney. It did work with what they were wanting and what Clowney was wanting as well. All right, guys, it's been a fun show here. You guys hit it again every Tuesday. 15 calls. A lot of really good stuff here today. Every week we'll be back here on Cowboys Storyline, and every day on the Dallas Cowboys website and on all of our media platforms. You can check us out on Cowboys Storyline. It's been a lot of fun. We're going to talk all week long. We'll talk Cowboys and Bears as we get closer and closer to Soldier Field once again. All right. Great show, everyone. Appreciate it. All the guys in the back, Chris and Kevin. I'm Nick Eatman. We'll see you next time on Cowboys Storyline.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?